So we'll be starting from Email Studio. I hope I'm audible to everyone. Okay.
Yes, Vikrant, you are.
Okay. So the very first thing you can see is like your overview page. Okay. Then we'll start with the other part of it. Okay. Now what is overview over here? What it will help you with? Okay. So this section will help you to understand like what edits were made by the person, by your team member, your colleague. Okay. For whatever time frame you would like to find. Let's say I would like to find anything done by a person A, B, C, anyone. Okay, so I'll just select the user over here. It will show up like what he modified in email, what he modified in the data model. Okay, so list, groups, and data extension. These are the tables in Marketing Cloud. Okay, and this is your content builder means emails basically. As you know, like we send email, right? So whenever you want to see what edit was made by your colleague when he is not available, you can just come to the overview page. Okay. Look for the recent items. Select your colleague's name from here. Okay. And you can see what edits he have made for what type of content. Okay. Email names have been provided over here. You can just click on it and it will open up that email. Okay. Same goes with the list, groups, and data extension. Okay. In easier words, okay, list, groups, and data extensions are nothing but tables in Marketing Cloud. Okay, for now, just understand that table as a word. Okay, to the right hand side, you can see the sends. Okay, this is your past send, and this is pending sends. Okay, past sends means like whatever emails that have been sent out, that can be visible on this section. Pending means what? Whatever has been scheduled, the upcoming communication that will be available in the pending part. Okay, that is all about overview page. In short, it's a page which gives you the historical information of the content or table created by you or your colleagues. Okay, and why do we need this? Just imagine like you work with a team of 5 or 8 people. Out of that, one of the person is not available. Okay, and the day he is not available, you have been assigned a task that is related to that person's name. Okay. So in that case, this overview page will help you to understand the recent items that have been edited by your colleague. Okay. This is about overview tab. Moving further, okay, we'll be understanding about subscribers. This comes later, okay? Right now we'll understand the subscribers. So this is how the subscriber tab will look like. Let me just make it more shorter. Okay. These are the, I would say, object names. Okay. Under those object, we have sub objects. Okay. You can call them as objects. Okay. For now. So we'll be understanding about all subscriber first. Okay. So under my subscriber, how many things we have to learn? We have to learn about all subscribers, list, groups, publication list, and suppression list. Okay. 5 things. Okay. So we'll be starting from all subscriber. Okay. Now what is all subscriber in Marketing Cloud? Okay. So it is a master list of Marketing Cloud where every individual who is eligible to receive a communication from email, okay, he will be visible over here to you. Means what? Let's say you go to a website, okay? Let's say I'll go to Facebook, okay? I go to Facebook website, okay? And I click on create new account, right? I'm a new person. So whenever I'm signing up with this kind of content, right? So we can see we get some communications mentioned over here. By signing up, you agree to our terms, privacy policy. You may receive SMS notification from us and can opt out anytime, right? So whenever you sign up with any kind of businesses, right, that business will always give you this option. Sometimes it is mandatory, like you can see Facebook is have made this mandatory, and some of them now Google have also made it mandatory. right? You have to provide your mobile number to them, right? Similarly, emails are also been asked by the different companies, right? So as soon as you click on this check boxes, right, you are giving your consent to that company that, okay, send me the communication, right? So this list is similar to that, all subscriber list. Okay. Although you directly don't come from that page to here, okay, you're not directly connected to this page to this one. It is possible to connect, but most of the time we don't do it. Okay. We just first collect a consent from a form. Okay. Once we receive the consent of a person that, okay, send me the communication, then we get him stored in a table. From that table, we move him to this section called as all subscriber. Okay. So in interviewed, if it is asked like what is all subscriber, you can simply mention it like the person who gives his consent to receive a communication, email communication, right? That person is visible in the all subscriber list. Okay. So that's how you mention the or give the definition for that person. Okay, I'll repeat it again. The person who gives his consent to receive a communication, right, in the format of email is visible or can be available in the master list called as all subscribers. Okay, okay. So that is about all subscribers. Just a second, I'll just share my notepad now. Okay. So, what is this all about? Okay, all subscriber. As you saw, the definition is quite straightforward, right? Based on your consent. You saw an example about sign up page, right? So you might be also working with a company, ABC company, maybe a product company, okay? That company will also have such kind of forms from where you will get the consent of the person and then send the communication, okay? Why do we require consent over here? Because we don't want the people to unsubscribe from my company directly without any notification, right? So I should also give ask them their consent and only send them the communication, right? So that is the reason we need to have a consent of every individual to whom we are trying to send a communication. Okay. So under all subscriber, you might come across few columns. Okay, what are those columns? Let's see that. First is your email address column. Second is your status column. And third is your subscriber key. Okay. So as soon as the person, okay, is added, okay, to all subscriber, you will see by default email address is given to that person. Let's say it is vikrant at yokmail.com. Okay, this is my mail ID. Status. Now you get four kinds of status over here, not one. Initially, if everything is good for your email address, you are an active person for the system. Okay. Later it might change to unsubscribed status, okay, bounce status, or held. Okay. These are the four status available for us in the all subscriber. We'll talk about it soon. And last is your subscriber key. What is subscriber key? It's a unique identifier, okay, for that person in the all subscriber list. Okay. So whenever a person is getted added to the all subscriber list, right? Email address, status, and subscriber key are the default columns, okay, where you get the values assigned to them. First is email address, second is a different kind of status, and subscriber key. Now, subscriber key may vary, okay? How it may vary, okay? So, it may be your email address only sometimes, okay? It can be a lead ID or a contact ID, okay? It could be some unique numbers, okay? Now, it is totally based on your company, what they are following, okay? Now the issue is that when you follow an email address structure, okay, you might end up with duplicates. Okay. So people try to avoid these duplications, so they avoid email address. But sometimes you might see the accounts are already predefined and are been old account, right? Legacy accounts. So they are still using email address as the subscriber key. Not a big issue. If they are handling the duplicates, they can still use email address. But as a good practice, use something unique for that person. So not even lead ID will work because the conversion of leads get when the lead is converted, right, in Sales Cloud, the ID get deleted and only the remaining part of the ID would be contact ID. Okay. So nor email address nor lead ID. Contact ID is the best option for it, and the unique ID that you can set up for it is the best option as a subscriber key. Okay. So in interview, it might be asked you like this. Okay. Uh, what subscriber key could you set up or could you imagine for your all subscriber list? So you can explain this four things. Okay. We like let's say I can have email address, I can have lead ID, contact ID, or some unique identifier for my subscribers. Okay. Now you can also uh, bifurcate your answer later on. Like it is okay to have this four, but out of four, I suggest using any two of them that two of them only. That is contact ID or unique identifier. Why not email address or lead ID? Because email address can create duplicacy in the system, and I can end up with storage issue. Okay. Secondly, lead ID can get deleted for few of the system. So we cannot get rely on email address and lead ID. That should what you answer to the interviewer. Okay. That is about subscriber key. Just like subscriber key, you will also hear something called as subscriber ID. That is not visible to you anywhere directly. Okay. If you go through every column, you won't find that specific word called as subscriber ID anywhere. Okay. It is also again similar thing. Okay. Just like subscriber key is uh, added by you, right? You are doing this, right? You are applying the IDs for them as per your convenience, right? Subscribers ID are uh, generated. Okay. Can be viewed, but only by using SQL queries. Okay. Same thing. So for now, let's skip the subscriber ID. Just imagine subscriber key and your understanding over here. Next, talk about status. Okay. So what is active status over here? Okay. Individual who is eligible to receive the communication, okay, is an active person. Okay. He receives the communication without any issue. Okay. Second is unsubscribed person. So the individual who don't want to receive your communication can go ahead and click on unsubscribe. So the system marks him unsubscribed. So it looks like this. Okay. You can see this is an active person. This is an inactive person basically. Okay. So once your status is unsubscribed, you won't receive a communication. Okay. Now unsubscribe can be done in two ways. Okay. One is what? The user himself can go to his email inbox and just click on what? Inactive on unsubscribe. Okay. And also you can reach to your customer support team and ask them, okay, I would like to unsubscribe myself from your email communications. Please make me unsubscribe. So there are two ways of doing it. One is like the individual himself can do it. Other he can request it to do it. You as a user, you cannot do it. Means we can do manually. We have the option to unsubscribe a person, but as per standard practice, you're not allowed to unsubscribe a person unless and until he gives his consent to unsubscribe by his own. Just like we were looking for the consent for the person to send him the communication, right? Similarly, only if he gives the consent to remove him from the system or delete his data from the system, then only you will take the action. Okay. Next is bounce. Okay. So imagine like you went to a store, okay, and there are some kind of events happening, okay, and the people are reaching to you to provide your personal information. Let's say they ask you to, okay, fill up a form and get some discounts or get some hoodies, coupon, something, okay. What we do usually, we try to give some invalid email addresses, correct? Because we don't want them to spam our inboxes. So we sometimes or intentionally give them wrong email addresses or invalid email addresses. So sometimes we miss something while giving them. Let's say I can write, okay, Vikrant, that your mail. I missed you over here at the rate. So it's not a valid email address. Okay. Let's say someone went in and just said, okay, yokemail@yokemail.com. This is not an inbox, obviously. Okay. This way they keep on giving wrong data to the end parties or end companies. Okay. Now during this situation, what happened? The companies which whomsoever is gathering your data, right? They just bring this data, okay, and just upload this data to the system. Okay. And when the system try to send the communication to those email addresses, hardly 10% of the people will receive the communication and rest of them will get bounced. Okay. Bounce means what? I try to send an email to a wrong email address. The system will return back the uh, email to me, stating that the inbox you're trying to reach out maybe is not created, okay, maybe is invalid, or maybe the inbox you're trying to reach is full, okay, maybe uh, maybe there could be different reasons also, okay. Now bounce is not only like it is just a bounce, okay, bounce have different properties and different you can say types of bounces are there, okay. I'll not read each of them for now, okay, we'll just walk through them, the names of the bounce, okay. So you can see over here, right? It says only bounce, right? But it is not only bounce. Bounce have different types available. That is what we are seeing now. Just a minute. Let me go to google.com, then we can see it. Okay. So you can see the names of bounce are given over here. Short bounce. Okay. Then comes in your block bounce, technical bounce, hard bounce. Okay. Unknown bounce. Okay. So these are the list of bounce available, but in the system you can only see what right now is only bounce as a keyword. Okay. But the type of bounce is not visible to you yet. Okay. So when do we need this part to understand? Okay. So whenever my client would ask me, okay, find me all the bounces, okay, uh, that have happened in last few days or something. Okay. So he might ask me the type of bounce also. Right. At that time we can let them know, okay, this was a soft bounce, this was a hard bounce, this number of people got block bounce, okay, technical bounce or anything, okay. Just in glimpse about south bounce, what exactly it means, okay. If I talk about south bounce, see the category of that. The account can be inactive, recipient's mailbox can be full, temporary domain failure, any other reason. Then in block bounce, you can go ahead with complaints, blacklisted accounts, contents, and sometimes you provide invalid content, so it get filtered out. Then URL is blocked, authentication is blocked. Technical bounce can be server is too busy, the data format error or network error. Okay. And hard bounce is what? You're trying to reach to a person who doesn't exist, basically. Okay. Domain unknown is like the domain is not non-exist. User unknown. The given in address is invalid, right? So there are different reasons to understand where, and you don't need to by heart anything over here, okay? Just letting you know, like whenever your emails are bounced, right? You go into one of the category based on the reason. Okay, so that is about bounce. Okay, last comes here held. Right, now held will only change. Let's imagine how SFMC works. Okay, if I send you an email today, that is your let's start with 1st of June. Okay, on 1st of June, I sent you email one. Okay, and it got bounced. Okay, so my system will mark you bounce. Okay, on 1st of June. Again, on 15th of June, I sent you one more email. Okay, the system will attempt to send you an one more email. Still, you are bounced. Okay, imagine like on 15th of June also you got bounced. Okay, you didn't receive my communication. On 30th, my system will again attempt to send you one more communication. Right? So within 30 days, my system will attempt to send you three emails. Okay. Out of three, if any one of the email was delivered to you successfully, we will change your status from bounce to active. Okay. In case for all the three sends that we did in 30 days is not helping to change your status from bounce to active, then you will be marked as held. Okay. That's how you get converted from bounce to held. Again, I'll explain it. Okay. Whenever you are in a bound stage, the system try to attempt to send you three communications in 30 days. Okay, 1 to 30 days. We'll try to attempt three sends. Within these three sends, if any one of the email is delivered to you successfully, okay, then this bounce will change to active status. Okay, in case if between this 1 to 30 days, when we sent you three emails, you are not changing your status, means what? You're still getting bounce because of some reason that we just saw, a list of reasons, okay? Still your system is not accepting our emails, okay? Then we will change it to held, okay? This is about email. Okay, that's how the status changed from bounce to held. You can see over here we have now active person, unsubscribed person, bounced person, and held person. Okay. Now what will happen if you're in health stage? You will not receive any communication. If you see over here, the domains, right? These are not a type of domains available, and this is not an email address. Okay. The system have attempted to send him communications, but it has not been delivered to that person. Okay. So that's how we change to health. So whenever you are in the health stage, my account of SFMC will not send you any communication. And why these things are necessary over here? Why the system have to take care about this thing? Because of email sends. Okay. That is your IP reputations. Okay, to maintain the IP reputation, the system have to take care of this kind of data. Okay, okay. Always the system will only attempt give you three attempts for the email delivery. If not, it will change to held. And everything is happening just because of one purpose, that is your IP reputation. Okay, this is how you maintain. This is the reason you have to keep your data hygienic. Okay, and maintain your list properly. Okay, let's go back to all subscriber again. Just a definition, I'm just repeating it again. Any individual who is giving you consent to receive a communication, a email communication, okay, he has been added to the all subscriber list. Okay, we will see how that person will come to this list. For now, I have explained you email address, status column, subscriber key column. Okay, after that, from created date till HTML emails. Okay, whatever columns you are seeing from HTML emails, okay, and from the created date, or I would say from email address, everything is system defined columns. None of the columns are added by the user. Okay. After HTML emails, whatever column names you can see, right? All these columns are coming from the user creation. Okay. And when does this happen? During the initial stage of account. Okay. Let's say you have joined a company, right? Initially. So all these columns have been decided by the business. Okay. I will let you know like how you can add it. But for now, understand that the columns that you see after HTML emails will be created by users and users. Okay. So again, an interview question over here. So to confuse a candidate, the person can ask, okay, is it possible for you to add a column to all subscriber from all subscriber? Okay. So do you have an option to add a new column over here? So by definition, the answer is no. You cannot add a new column in all subscriber. Okay. But as an alternative, or I would say the procedure to add a column is different, and that can be done from something called as profile management. Okay. This is where it gives you the ability to or the flexibility to add a column from this section. Okay. The direct section is not available over there. Okay. So you can see under my subscriber, this five options, right? And this two are the different options. So from profile management, you can add a new column if required over here. Okay. Let's go ahead and add a person to this column now, to this all subscriber list. Okay. So the method, as I said, one could directly come and get signed up with us. Okay. And there's a manual method also to add a person. Let's imagine like you have started working with a project now. Okay. And for testing purpose, you need to add yourself or you want to add him for a specific reason. Click on create. Next. Okay. So you will see this, mm, sorry, subscriber key and email address. Okay. So for subscriber key, what you can do is for subscriber key, you can simply start writing the uh, things we discussed. What were the things we could write for a subscriber key? Email address, lead ID, contact ID, or a unique identifier, whatever you would like to add. We'll go with an email address for today. Okay. So I'm using my subscriber key as email address. Okay. It could be anything. Next is profile attribute. So by default, it is IT. Okay, we have the drop-down option available. IT, HR, admin, CSE. Okay. So whatever is your role, you can select that role for now. Okay. We'll go with IT. Okay. The first name, we could give the name, right? And by clicking on HTML emails, you're giving the consent that okay, we can send in communication to this person. Okay. For now, I have unchecked that option because we are only learning about this part, how to add a person for now. Let's focus on that. Next. So by default, it will go to where all subscriber. If you want to move into a different part of it, you can select that option. But for now, let's go with only all subscriber and finish. So subscriber has been successfully created. Instantly it happens. Finish. Okay. Now you can just click on the search button. As soon as you click on find now, it will show the historical information of that person for past 90 days. Okay. So it will show like things I'll show you. So you double click on this, right? So you can see when this person was added to the list. Okay. He is not still now, no bounce have been happened because he is a new person. As I said, like initially when you get added, you are an active person. Okay. And in the attribute part, you will see name, last name. You can change it from here. If a request comes in, okay, please do change my first name in your system or something like from a customer to you. You can directly come to this section and do it. Okay. Next, it is showing you like what kind of list he is attached to. If the person is attached to any kind of list. Now, what is list over here? So, you might see, right? Amazon provides us multiple services. Sorry. Okay. You might have seen Amazon have multiple services, right? What is that? It provides Prime Video. There is Prime Music. Then there is a Kindle services. Right? AWS is a part of it. Just imagine like one Amazon with five, four services, right? But whenever you sign up with Amazon, you're just signing up with initial stage. You're in the initial stage, right? Okay. Later on, they can ask you to get subscribed to different services they are providing. Correct? This services you can imagine as list. Okay. Let's say you're working for Amazon company. Okay. And you're using SFMC over there. Okay. So under SFMC, there is something called as list, right? So this is what list is. To see the full list or the full idea about list, you can just have a look over here, my list, right? This is my list. Okay. So the services provided by Amazon are this. We can create lists. So we'll see this in different lecture. But for now, as I was searching the person, right, it showed me an option of list. So basically what it is doing, it is just checking whether the person is a part of any of the list by the company. Okay, whether he have subscribed to any of the services that we are providing. Okay, so it opens up you all the historical data for that person basically. Okay, whether he have subscribed to any of the services, you can see it over here. Whether he's a part of any of the groups from the system or his history. Okay, history will show you the email activities. Okay, it will show the date of email that was sent on. Okay, name of the email. In activity, you will see whether he have opened the email, clicked the email, unsubscribed from the email, or whatever metrics we can see. We can see it over here. Okay, these are the default things given by Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Okay, now we will go to let's see to some person's inbox over here just to understand whether he or she have received any kind of communication. Okay. So this person joined the system in November 9, 2024. Okay. Bounce are 0 for that person. Okay. In attributes, he don't have first name, last name. If you want, you can add it from here. He is attached to any list or not. Let's see that. No list attached. No groups attached. In history, we would see something. Okay, 0. No activity. So that's how you can reach out and just have a look for any data that you would like to have for that person. Okay. Let's see if we could find it over here. Okay. Now you can see the difference when I'm opening an unsubscribed person and active person. Okay. When I open an active person, right, I get the button of unsubscribe from all, right? Because he's an active person. But for the unsubscribed person, I get a button called as activate. See, now it will get loaded. Once I click on activate button, what will happen? He will be resubscribed and his status will change to active. Okay. That's how we can make a person active and inactive in the system. Okay. So that is all about the column that we have within all subscriber right now. Okay. And this is the search button that I just showed you. Okay. Next is copy button. You can copy this data to a different list you want. Okay. Import export is what you can import the data and export the data that we will see not now, but sooner. Okay. In the properties, you might see when this account was configured and started. Okay. In the tracking, you can see all the communications. So see the data count is 5,487 right now. Okay. And in the tracking, you can see all those compositions together. So out of 5,478 records, okay, you can see the total count is over here, right? Out of this record, we have 46% users active. Okay. That is 2513. 51% are bounced, 3% are undeliverable, and 0% means only two records are unsubscribed right now. Okay. If you want to see those data here also, you can just click on the search button. From the drop down, you can say status. Okay. If you want to see all the active persons, just click on find now. If you want to see all the held person, you can see this one. Okay. Sorry, return means bounce, sorry. Undeliverable means held. Okay. If I want to see all the bounced people, I can click on return and say find now. So it will find me all the subscribers who's all the individuals who are bounced basically. Okay, guys, so you can see now all the people are bounced. Now how we are understanding that these people are bounced? Okay, let's go to our bounce mail management. Okay, and if you scroll down to the bottom, you will see the peoples are divided according to the color codes. Okay, if the person status is green, right? How you see it? See it's yellow, right? If I show you an active person, it is green. It will be green. Okay. So in the help document itself, they have shown like if it's green, he is an active person. If it's yellow color, it is bounced person. If it is gray, it is held person. And if it is red, he's an unsubscribed person. Okay. So you can also see them from directly just opening their inboxes. Okay, guys. So this was for today, the very first session for you. Let me know like what any doubts, any questions you guys have about anything that I have taught yet till now. Or you can drop your message or you can just raise your hands, not an issue. This is a very basic one for understanding and theoretical because from here only the system starts, right? From here you understand what you have to do initially before you jump into creating emails. Okay. That is why this is also necessary for you to understand like how the system works and how the data is when interpreted in the system and how we use it. Okay. So this is a very important topic called subscriber. One to two interview questions have we already discussed in it, like what it can be and what it could be. Yes, Sridhar, we can navigate you. We can walk you through that, how to set up a user and the profiles. But there will be limited access for you to create a user. Okay, like as a student, we don't allow you to create a user, but on our screen we'll show you like how exactly you create a user and how you set up the roles. So you can refer the recordings for the whenever you would like to have it or create it in the production account. Okay, any other doubts, any questions, guys? Uh, we have. Okay. If not questions, no doubts or anything, okay, you have in your mind right now. You can still take your time. You can reach out to our account executives, okay, the person, and we can just start the sessions from tomorrow. Okay. Let us know like when you would like to start and when would you like to join us. right? Okay, guys. Thank you for joining. Have a great day. Okay, let's wrap up the call.
Thank you.